All right. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Bison, aka Bison Trades, over on Twitter. Welcome back to another episode of RareFUD Radio. On today's episode, we got Juice, my man Juice, joining the boys, talking a little heist, chatting it up, talking a little strategy, talking about what the game is currently, where we plan on headed, all the good stuff. It's going to be a ton of fun. You know, we love talking about the heist. I've been having so much fun playing this game. So much fun. And it's just simple. The only thing I have to worry about right now is holy cow, I got timers galore. I got to make sure I'm up at like 12:30 at night, way past my bedtime, making sure I hit all my gas station runs, trying to get some safe crackers so I can go get some more Nana on these trips. But I know we aren't the only ones feeling it. Of course, one of the other guys feeling it, one of our best co-hosts, best friends over on the show. We got Dorian. How you doing today, Dor?
Yo, dog, back for another one. Every day's a holiday, and I'm ready to get after it, man. Just like I'm getting after this Nana, dog. That's like the only thing on my mind right now is stacking Nana. That's all I want to do. That's all I think about doing is just like strategy around where I need to send my chimps. How can I get more Nana, dog? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all I think about. Everywhere I go, I think about Nana. It's all over the place. So, it's just fun. It's a fun token.
It's
too.
a blast, man.
We just so landed on Nana. It just made sense. You know, chimps, gorillas, both love Nanas. Why not? And it just panned out. And now it's a fun token. You can use in the game. You can meme it. You can do whatever you want to with it. It's just a beautiful thing. We need a little fun in this ecosystem while Sol is still being Sol. You know,
it's
still
doing Sol
range now. Yeah, it's doing Sol things,
yeah.
man. But we'll get into
20
that
to 25. That's it.
Right. That's right. We'll get in there with our other co-host, Mr. JoeSol, on time today. Shocking the
Yay.
nation. How we doing, Joe?
Hey, I told you guys, not playing any games today. I already lost the chimp early morning. So there's no games because I was too loose, just playing around too loosely, wasn't having my my sniper set right. And got to get back on the horse here. So I'm here bright and early, locked in, not late, and we're ready to go. It's all right. My Rilla's made up for it. You know what I'm saying? They printed me like, a good
Rilla gang.
6,000-7,000 Nana within that 24-hour range. So we're good. Gonna crank open this new chimp I just replenished. Had to replenish the squad. Lost one, add one. That's how it goes.
Pull one out for the homie, dog.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
man, we're gonna get him max yielded up, max lucked up, and back out into the ranks. I think they're a little scared, but they're gonna be good. They'll be good, man.
I cannot
Dog,
believe
I'm just sad it wasn't Gary, man. I was just like, dog, I'm like, Gary was on the same heist. Why did it have to be your homie, dude? Why couldn't it be Gary?
It should have been Gary. It should have been Gary.
It should have been Gary, man.
I'm gonna get that trending on Twitter, dude. It should have been
Gary.
Should have been Gary. I'm gonna kill this guy too. I am. He literally fumbles everything. He's of no use to me. He's only done one trip where he actually pulled any sort of weight. This man deserves to die. It's just gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to leave Gary in the Federal Reserve for 24 hours. Just start leaving him there a little bit longer each and every time. And it should have been Gary, man.
It should have been Gary, dog.
Congrats on being the first. Again, Joe's always early to markets, man. Early to shit coins, early to massive trades, early to getting his chimp killed, man. That's just how JoeSol rolls.
Joe's early to everything. Except RareFUD.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Sorry, Joe. I had to slide that one in there, dog. It was too
good one, bro. It was too good. It was good, bro.
Crushed them. Okay, let's get into the market, guys. Talk a little bit of Solana. Like outside of the heist, it's kind of been we're at 80k Solana volume right now. 57% over on Match Keaton, 32% on Tensor. Still maintaining that 30 to 35% market share, just creeping up every single day. Haiti swap at 6.84%. Then the rest, well, it's not much to be noticed there. Let's talk a little bit about that. Guys, let me ask you, why do you think Solana volume is down so much right now in terms of NFTs? We'll start with Dor and then work our way over to Joe.
It's just, I don't know. It's, I think it's just part of the cycle, man. We had a bear market for a bit. We saw a run up amongst many collections, Cleanosaurs, geckos, floor price, SMBs that ran up like 90% within a week. So I just think we're coming towards the tail end of the bull market, the mini bull and the, mini mint season or the mint season that we had, where stuff is going to begin to lull, and we're going to head on back into the bear, and we're going to see floor prices recede, man. It's not that anything fundamental change. It's just market cycles.
Yeah. Okay. I respect that answer. Joe, what do you got for us? Why do you think Solana volume's down so much?
Oh man, we just hit the peak, right? We had the little cyclical cycle that we're used to. We grinded up with NFTs for a good 4-5 weeks. Boom. Yep. From there, you saw BTC take off, dominance rose, slowly trickled down, hit resistance. ETH, Solana, AVAX, these more macro micro chips you would call, you know what I'm saying? They kind of pushed. Then you see Ethereum, ERC shit tokens going, right? Then you see that kind of deplete the market in general, right? Because people start getting exhausted. They pull their money to the side, liquidity sits, and then they normally come back to NFTs when it's low and chopping that range. And then you see that cyclical nature back to BTC and again. So that's all this is, right? Like, I mean, honestly, like 18.5, I would like to buy Sol at. I'd be happy. I even said 19.5 to 2010, 20.10 would be happy too. So it's just natural right here. I'm not upset about this at all. We were over leveraged as a market. It's just a natural cyclical nature move here, which I'm used to. So yeah, like NFTs, might want to wait for a little bit, but sometimes that liquidity from shit token pumps starts to move back the choppy market to NFTs, and then we see that. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's just normal.
Yeah,
nothing out of the ordinary.
I wholeheartedly agree. I also think we got Mad Lads coming today. We just had Heist. We got Mad Lads coming. I feel like it's just Lick that's saved up on the sidelines. Plus, like you said, Joe, I mean, over the past week and a half now, we had NFT NYC. So a lot of people are AFK away from the computer. The underlying volatility has been a lot more than we've been used to. We had a big pump up and a pretty precipitous drop down. So you know, a lot more people are scared in the market when it comes to taking positions when Sol's kind of, I mean, even if it is just 10%, you know, swings or whatever over a few days, that's still like a lot more than people are used to right now. Everybody's on edge because we don't know what's happening with the global economy. We don't know what's happening with, you know, do we have a recession? Are we good? What's going on? And then, yeah, like I said, Mad Lad's coming today. I think that'll bring back some volume. And then I'm actually excited because after Mad Lads, I really don't think we have a ton coming up on the horizon for Solana. I think Sandbar's the one that sticks out to me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of anything else.
Like kids or something. Like there's some other like niche things that I don't. Yeah, KYDS or something. Like I know that's coming out, but like there's nothing that has the hype of. Sandbar is pretty hyped. I'm looking forward to pick that up. But nothing like Heist or Mad Lads.
Yeah. I mean, it's so I'm excited because we'll actually get to sit here and digest what is presented to us in the market, and we'll start seeing. Like I think Wolf Capital at 5 is free, right? I think Heist where we are and what we got planned. Obviously, I have some insight to that. This is a good price for it. You know, I'm curious to see what Mad Lads do. Some of these tensor bids, I don't know if you've seen them on Mad Lads, are up to 40 SOL right now. 40 SOL is what it's opening up at with the Mad Lads. Look, I'm always curious to see what Armani cooks up, man. He is incredibly smart. That team over there with Backpack is goated, and I think XNFTs are really that next step forward. I mean, XNFTs, compression of NFTs, you know, Fire Dancer, Grayscale coming in. I think there's a lot to be bullish about over the next, and then we actually have fun with the heist, and you know, obviously we'll be talking about that today. Of course, joining us for episode 69. On 420, we could not mix this up. Like I didn't even time.
Dude, he's been playing since the beginning, dog. What are you talking about?
No, bro. We just happened to have NFT NYC before. Didn't even notice it until I was making the thumbnail today. I was like, oh my god, it's 420, and this is episode 69. This is amazing. This is you could not plan this at all. And of course, joining us today from the heist, my brother in Christ, guy who's been on the front end with me as far as frontward facing and everything like that. Mr. Juice himself. Juice, how we doing today, bro?
Hey, dude, Juice.
When you texted me this morning and said, bro, I didn't even realize today is episode fucking whatever it is, I'm 69. 420. I was dying. It was too perfect, man. It's serendipitous is what it is.
I mean, it's perfect. And Joe burned the first chimp on 420. Like, of course, it had to be Joe too, who I know behind that screen right now. Yeah, he's probably enjoying the holiday, right? So, like, let's call a spade, bro. They could not have worked out better. So I'm stoked. Of course, we got Mad Lads minting for 6.9 on 420. I think I love this, man. This is peak degen season right here. Even while Sol's at $22, we're still having a good time. How you doing today, Juice?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. It's been fucking awesome. You know, the past 72 hours or no, 48 hours since we launched the game, 72 since we minted. It's just been incredible, man. Like the outpour of support, especially after getting a ton of FUD, has just been awesome, man. It's like if there's a switch that flipped, you know, you and I always said the product will speak for itself, and it is. I think a lot of people are having a good time. People scooping up Nana because they're realizing, hey, this shit's gonna run out at some point, and I don't know, it's just been fun. So it's been good. It's been a really enjoyable last few days after months and months of toiling and pulling hair out and perfecting the product. So
it has, dude. It has been an absolute grind, and honestly, I'm just so happy that we get to enjoy it now because it has been months and months of back and forth game design, you know, conceptualization with okay, Peel City, and we're gonna do chimps and gorillas, and shall we do chimps and gorillas again? And Nana, like, what does that look like? It's just it all came together, and it's all here. And a shout out to the dev team, Matisha, and everybody else on the dev team. I mean, like, they crushed it with this. So we got a game out in 24 hours. The only reason we didn't get it out sooner is like hashless issues, and of course, pushing out a game is always gonna incur some problems. But the hiccups were resolved quickly, and we are, you know, one of the only projects to actually push out something that soon after mint. So I'm stoked. You know, like I try not to pat ourselves on the back here, but it is what it is, and it's beautiful. And I'm glad everybody's having fun over on Twitter, over on the timeline. And Joe's getting burnt, and it should have been Gary. But let's talk a little bit about the heist, Juice, because it has been just a whirlwind really months, but over the past 72 hours for sure. Let's get a little overview on what the heist is, kind of talk about it from a high level perspective.
Yeah, so 40,000 foot high level overview. I'll start just like zoom out back from where it all started. So myself and the two other co-founders started the Remnants back in September of 2021. And we saw this weird spot in the gaming niche where, I came from Ethereum where there's a ton of competition going on for gaming, but it was all these AAA gaming titles who were very well funded. They're trying to build the next World of Warcraft, the next RuneScape, whatever it was. And we said, I don't know if the product market fit is quite there yet, given the audience of Web3. So we said, let's try and attack it from a different angle, build something that's shorter term, closer to like a Clash of Clans, where it's short-term gameplay. We know the Web3 community very well. And we know, you're either trading or you work a full-time job, so you can try and get to Web3 full-time. That's pretty much it. So people are busy, man. So we wanted to really target, both the Remnants and the Heist, 5 to 6 minute gameplay loops where you get in, you get out. That was the target. The product positioning that we took early on. Remnants was a big success for what it was. We had no eyes on the project either. We were a couple of Web3 guys who didn't have a presence. We didn't have influencers. We never had anybody shilling us. And yet we still crossed over the 100K mark in volume on Solana. We had over 10,000 different people play the game over the last year. So that brought us to the Heist. We're a gaming studio, Longwood Labs. So we always knew that we wanted to launch multiple titles. It's how a gaming studio stays alive. It's how you generate revenue. So, we took about 6 months. Bison and I were actually in Mexico with the other two guys. And we started to think through what would the next game look like. And what we did was we did a ton of research. We put our analyst caps on and we looked at games that had been a success and why was a success. You look at DeFi Kingdoms, you look at Axie, you look at StepN, and each one had their own pros, but they also came with their cons as well. So we kind of picked apart what worked and what didn't, and that's kind of what you're seeing in the Heist here. And I think it's why a lot of people are giving us such high praise, because we did our research, we did our homework, and we just know our audience really, really well.
Yeah, Juice, the fact, like you said, you all know your audience really well, and that shows not only in the marketing but also in the game, the launch of the game. Man, it's a well executed game, dude, and I can't get enough of it. I was probably one of the. I know there's a lot of new people that joined Solana since Remnants first came out, but I minted Remnants. I remember when you guys were giving away camps because it was like you had to use camp to buy camp. And people were having issues with it, but I managed to pick up 25 camps with all the camps I collected from my Remnants, man. So Remnants was like one of my first major trades in Solana. I had so much fun playing Remnants. So when you guys are like, oh, we're coming out with the Heist, I'm like, bullish all day, easy clap. And I stopped playing Remnants a while ago, but Heist is already 1,000,000 times better than what I remember Remnants being. And it's just like you guys learned all the lessons from Remnants and took that and brought it into the Heist. And it's such a flawless game, man. I can't wait till you guys start releasing stuff and more Nana burn. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get more into that. But yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. It's always good to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, that was always I think that's what attracted me to Remnants, was the fact that we just got overloaded with all these PFP projects and everything like that, and it's finally somebody is using Solana the right way of this is fun. I just want to have fun and do it in a meaningful way. And it was just basic. I remember the old purple backdrop. I remember just the camps, and you had 3 little places.
Yep, dog.
It was just so simple, but it was so enjoyable.
It was fun.
I got the dopamine rush.
It worked.
Yeah,
it launched during a time where literally it was the PFP meta where everybody was promising metaverse, community and merch, man. It was so when Remnants was we're going to launch a good game, and it actually worked, if not day one, soon after day one, day 2, but it was immediate. Man, it was a blast. So Remnants is probably one of the only games that have come out that has actually been good, had any type of adoption, and actually worked.
Yep. Yeah. That was our base model, and now we reiterate and build from there.
Big Rem guy over here. But all jokes aside, man, Yeah, dude, what I love about it, it shows like that's just what you want from any type of company that has longevity in a market, in any sense of any market, is like what their first product is, their second product, is it better? Is it an exponential gain of betterness? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that much better? Like, and that's what you guys did here. You literally blew it out the park, from the UI UX experience all the way down to like the social sentiment behind it, being able to really like see live action happening, and being able to like, I know I posted a funny thing of like JS and Salami mommy getting confiscated and losing all their Nana, and the next day I turn around and I get wrecked. You know, it's just fun. It's just like it's just awesome to be able to post about it and get engagement. It's really fun, and I think we forget about that as all these rugs that we know eventually are going to be done in 1 to 2 to 3 months. We start to just flip off a profit basis, and we forget why we're even buying these products. And like with this product in itself, we know why we're buying it, right? Because we're having fun with it. We're looking forward to it. It's like becoming a part of our lives, because at the end of the day, we all big boys and girls, and we have our jobs and stuff. But we you know, we're in this.
That one.
God bless.
Wow.
I love it.
Well, I love you, Juice. I love the heist. I'm just going to end it there. Yep. It's great.
Thank you, bro. And thank you for being the first one to take a bullet on the chin.
I wish it would have been Gary.
Yep.
Sorry, Gary.
As the more I think about it, Gary ain't built for that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to, you know. My guy walked in, gun blazing. Everyone's just screaming, no. He just kicks down the door, and you know, it had to happen the way it happened. You know, the more I think about it, so
it's fate.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was nice engagement, but just okay. Let's talk about the heist, because we talked about idle gaming, Longwood Labs, Remnants, heist. Right? We got 9,000 chimps, 1,000 gorillas. Talk to me a little bit about what's the difference between the two, and how can we start playing within the heist?
Yeah, so the biggest difference between the two is really like the style of play. So we consider the chimps like the more fun, engaging, active play of the two species. So the chimps, you're going to be sending out on these heists or robberies. The heist is where you're going out and taking a little bit of risk to get some Nana, the SPL token of our game. And the robberies is really just to get items where you don't have that risk that comes along with it. And but you're only, you're collecting these items to increase your skills in order to earn more on heists. So robberies is kind of the base level where you get your shit ready. Heist is where you say, all right, I'm going to nut up and start to take a little bit of these risks. You know, there's even this one location, the Federal Reserve, which Joe is alluding to, where you actually have a chance of your NFT getting killed and dying and being removed from the collection. So, you know, we've talked about deflationary collections in the past. You know, we had this idea of like, hey, if we're going to call it a high risk game, it needs to be high risk.
Yeah, so, I like the fact that you guys incorporated that in there, because
me and another already. Sorry to cut you off, Dor, but we have two deflationary already off jump. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. I didn't think, but that's what I love about this. The game theory is there because it should be high risk. If I'm using a trading bot, say Thor or something like that, right? And I go, all right, I'm picking the high risk portfolio. I know I might get wrecked. I might get liquidated. That's high risk, right? Some people live their life high risk. Some people live their low risk. Some people live in between. So it's just like life. It's like, so I love it because it's really checking you in retrospection. You can kind of get deep with it. It's like, what are you in an investor's thesis? If you don't know, you can look at like subconsciously, how do you play the heist? And it's like, well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just something to really, I just wanted to get that in there. I love it, man. I love that. It's really like forcing a burn. You know what I'm saying? No, it's no give backs. It's like, dude, it's gone. And that's, you know, maybe down the line, whatever happens. But yeah, I love it.
I also like the fact that Joe's was the first one to get killed. My biggest concern was like the one guy who wanted to take a high risk and go in on Nana, and that was the only chip he or she had, and then that one gets burnt. And oh my! Even though you guys put the warning on there, it's still so much fun on the project.
Yeah, it went from a potential bad PR opportunity to an excellent PR opportunity with Joe getting killed. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you, Joe, for being the martyr, man.
Yeah, Joe will make it back in 2 seconds. Watch this.
Exactly.
So,
we're back now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he bought a new chimp already. He's all good.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, it had to be a gold furred Joker too. I mean, like, God,
that was clean.
Whip to the homie. That was a nice one. But okay, so we got robberies, which is kind of like our REMS addition into like a risk over time game, right? It's base level stuff. It's our loot trips basically turned into heists where it's riskless. And so the nice thing about heist, from our perspective and what we were trying to accomplish here, is that there's different risk profiles for each individual. Whether you want like the absolute riskless, you're not going to lose anything, it's pretty much EV plus no matter how you spin it. It's robberies, right? You go to the gas station. Of course, this map will be expansive. We'll add locations. We did it with remnants. We're gonna do it with heist. Like, it's just, we have content planned, right? But we have our one robbery, then we have 3 different risk profiles for the heist, and you can play however you want to. And then you can also game theory it. Okay, there's a bunch of chimps over here. There's not enough chimps over here. And if I make my calculations, well, I think I actually earn more of the daily yield that comes with this place. So it is fun. It's nice being able to like see just a high level overview and be like, okay, not enough gorillas here, I'm gonna put my gorilla here. Not enough chimps here, I'm gonna put my chimps here. Oh, there's a lot of gorillas here. Why? Oh, Federal Reserve. Oh, that's because everybody's getting wrecked or confiscated or anything like that. And I'm getting the high yield. So even with a high amount of gorillas, it can still support like a daily yield over there. So it's just fun to figure out everything on the mechanics side. Just from, like you said, it's 5 minutes or 5 hours a day. However you want to play it, it's going to happen, right?
Dog, it's actually 24 hours a day. I don't do anything but think about the heist. I go in knowing my stuff is staked, knowing I can't do anything with them. Like, oh, where's my Nana at? Check the social boards to see who else got wrecked out there. So it's 24 hours, man.
Yeah, and it's I think people are sleeping on the ability to increase yield, right? Like yield and luck is so exponentially gaining with like +1 as it goes, and you get a base level bag or safe cracker, you're automatically now almost, exponentially gaining on the chance of bringing back your expected or at least a double almost every time, right? So it's like initial with Nana, that's the whole thing, was like, as Nana's low, you build as quick as you can, because once that starts going, you're not going to want to use that anymore to burn, right? You're going to start using it for other things and saving it and doing things like that. So like the big brain play to me is to build as much as you can while Nana's slept on, and then you go from there.
Yep.
Quick fun fact.
Go ahead, Juice.
I agree. People are still, sleeping on it. I think there's less people sleeping on it than I initially thought. So we actually just posted an announcement in Discord. So right now, skilling up your chimps is the only thing you could sink Nana on, spend the token on. We burnt 9.2 million Nana over the last 48 hours. Which is
wow,
that's more than the mission, dog.
How much soul is that? Like 20,
close to
2000,
close to 3,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we just
incredible.
looked at the numbers too.
What percentage is that of the total?
Bison, you posted something. Was it you that said it was like almost 5% of overall supply? Like that right there is 1% of supply.
Yeah, it's 20% of what our initial liquidity pool was. If you look at emissions, we didn't pull emission numbers, but it's more than emissions. We are burning more than we are emitting right now. So
maximum is 6 million a day. That's if like everybody's staking. So maximum 6 million is going out a day. So you're burning at a rate almost 1.5 times that. So yeah, man, and not a lot of mechanics are out yet other than the leveling. So that's pretty insane, dude.
Like we said, seriously, people are definitely sleeping on skilling up, and let's actually jump into that, Juice. Let's talk about skills, because we have 2 right now, right? We have yield and we have luck. Walk us through those and what they do for the chimps.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna see if I could just because for some people might not even have been able to see Can you share on here?
Yeah, here, I'll go ahead and share my screen real quick.
Right,
but
cool.
Yeah, you can as well. But let's walk through real quick. Pull up the hub, and then we'll go into the vault, and you can kind of see. Awesome. So here's our vault, right? And this is where you can equip items quickly from the left. You'll actually see items over here. And then you're able to just drag and drop them into the slots. Right now we have 2 items. We'll get into those in a second. Then we have 2 stats here, yield and luck, right? So talk us through what yield is and talk us through what luck is on these chimps.
Yep. So yield is what it sounds like, right? So, let's just say for round numbers sake, on a 4-hour trip to the central bank, you can earn 100 NANA. So when you're increasing your yield, you're essentially just increasing the token emissions that you could earn from that location. And it goes across all locations. It's not just the central bank. So that's yield. Luck is your chance to hit your claim twice. So, for example, you want to bring up like the risk table too? Just go to one of the locations.
Absolutely. We can go over here too.
Have any of you guys hit a double?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hit a 10x and a 5x.
Well, no, he's talking about Yeah. So what he's talking about is
double. I have. I screenshotted them this morning because I thought it was a glitch, and I thought it was a glitch. I sent it in as a bug, and I did, and then I found out quickly that it wasn't a bug, and I was like, "Oh, I can double it up like that. Oh, that's amazing."
Yep. I saw a guy earlier this morning on Discord where he hit a double up on a 10x. So he literally got he got like what? I think it was like 4,000 NANA twice or something like that. It was insane. So he got an insane yield. He was like, honestly, I think I could pay off a chimp with this yield, this one yield. So it's fun game there, you know what I mean? But he's like, I'm just gonna reinvest it in my chimps and we're gonna go again. And I'm like, that's the gigabrain.
There we go.
There. You especially when you're starting out. I mean, like, this is the more you invest in your chimps now, the longer period you play, the more return you're gonna get. It's just on every single game. No matter if it's a Web 2 game, a Web 3 game, whatever it looks like, it's just the more you do it, the time in the market versus timing the market on this investment, that's how you play it. So, so when he's talking about these double rolls, let's say you hit it expected and, like, let's say my yield was 60, it would be higher. It's usually like 150 or so downtown right at 4 hours, I think. But let's say I hit claim. I have a chance to roll double. So if I get expected, I get 2 times this basically. If I hit a 10x, I basically get 20x my NANA right here. Now, Juice, let me ask you, do you know if there's like what happens if I double rolled this? Do I get double confiscated? No, you can't do that because you zero it out, right? Like you're zeroing out the NANA, you're zeroing out everything. So this is just double the EV plus plays, which is always nice, right? This is exactly what you want to do with your chimps. Now let's talk about yield. What does yield do, Juice?
Yield just simply adds the amount. Again, like going back to the example, let's just use like 68 and say over a full trip would be 150. So yield is just simply increasing the token emissions that you would get from that heist. So, if you bump up your yield, what do you got? 15 on this guy? It would simply just bump up your yield on top, and that would add on top of your typical emissions.
Correct. So,
again, over time, it's plus EV. You spend up front and then you reap the benefits, compound effect over time.
Yeah. Now, here's another little, tidbit here too. You get killed, you lose that, right? So, watch out for the.
All right, listen. My chimp was maxed out and it had a rare duffel bag on it. So I didn't tell people
no,
maxed out rare duffel bag.
Dude,
but guess what, bro?
I think that
listen, it's just yin and yang,
Yep, it comes with the territory, right? So
it does, man.
Let's talk a little bit about so we got all of the basics down. We got the heists, we got the robberies, we got the items, we got what they do. Well, actually, let's talk about the items too. So items you can actually pull from gas station. If you look over here on the right, you have a 20% chance of getting a duffel bag and a 5% chance of getting a safe cracker. Then what happened? How do we figure out this rarity over here, Juice?
Math wise?
Yeah. So basically what you're doing is if you hit a duffel bag, right, then you roll again to see, is it going to be a legendary, an epic, a rare, uncommon, or uncommon, right? And it has these statistical chances over here on the right. What does a duffel bag do?
Yeah, it's luck. So this goes back to like just the 2 basic skills. And just for everybody who's listening and is playing the game, we're going to add more skills over time. We wanted to start with 2 basic ones in the skill tree, and then we could expand, whether that's quicker trips. So you decrease the amount of time it's spent, or I'm forgetting like the example from Remnants. But yeah, there'll be expanded skill tree over time. But again, it's just yield and luck that we're focusing on at this point. So, the duffel bag is going to increase your yield, similar to the skill points you're adding to yield. And what's the other item?
Safe cracker increases yield, and the duffel bag is luck. So yeah, as you can see right here, my base with this, I call him Tony Montana because he got the Oni mask, right? Or Tony Mastana. We got the luck right here, which was I maxed out Tony Mastana to 15. He actually has a plus 25 duffel bag on him, so that's why my luck is now 40. That's a 40% chance of rolling double whenever I pull him out, and we're good to go, right? So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And right now, Juice, right? We only have 15 levels. I mean, we could expand that as well. We could add more skills. Really, what we wanted to do with this game is just introduce it at a core level, like give you kind of just make you familiar with the game. That's why we haven't introduced a ton of syncs just yet, a ton of skills or anything like that. This is enough that you guys get to digest the game, and we got plenty more in store for the future. So I'm trying to think of anything else on the core fundamentals. Police station. So there is a chance that you get arrested for 24 hours, right, Juice?
Go to others, yeah. Let's see who's in. The boys.
Rip. They're all in the clink together, bro. Gary should be in here. I can't wait for Gary to be arrested. I'm not bailing him out. I'm not bailing him out at all. Gary
not for 500 Nana. No, he chilling.
No, he definitely chilling. Bro, he hasn't even pulled 500 Nana yet. He's done one expected run. That's it. He has fumbled 6 times. I'm pissed. Gary's gonna die. Gary's gonna die.
Bro,
Actually,
and then that brings me back to the Rillas. When you just go to your Rilla after, let's say, 28 hours, and they're sitting there.
Yeah, dog.
Plus Nana.
They're cooking,
and you're just
dog.
like, why do I have? Sometimes I question, why do I even have these crazy chimps that I'm, dealing with every
Dog,
day?
you ain't never lied,
You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't I just, I don't
just
know,
stack
man.
Rillas.
I'm just mad, I guess. I'm passively aggressive mad still,
Well, it's more fun with chimps, right? I mean, like we're just deep at heart. We got that high variance with the chimps. You never know what's going to happen with them. The gorillas just, that is the play, right? They just accumulate over time. The more people risk, the more you get. My reels over here just, been here for what, 30 hours now?
It's like a good yield stock or a bond, it's a strong blue chip. It's going to get you what you need, and you're going to be living righteously, but exactly easy. But you are going to see those screenshots of people making 5 to 10K Nana, in a pop and 20K Nana in a day. And then, it's just awesome. I love it.
But you still need chimps for items, dog. As a noun, like you need to be able to acquire those items, because I know you guys mentioned that you'll be able to trade them, or
Traders Hub. That's
know if
huge.
you have an in-game marketplace. So yeah, like that, you need chimps for that because gorillas can't do it. So
yeah, exactly. So the nice thing about this game too, and the one thing that we learned in Remnants is that we had a ton of item inflation in Remnants, right, Juice? Like just because progression was linear, we didn't have any way of like syncing the items either. And with arrest and confiscation and everything like that, we can now get those items out of circulation. So it doesn't make it to where it's just like continuously just overbloating. And then, those items maintain more of a stable value over time versus items in Remnants. So this is just like all the lessons we learned in Remnants and what we plan on doing with Remnants down the road and everything like that. We have now culminated into the heist. And now we can take those iterations and be like, okay, what do we do now? What do we do for our next game? What do we do for Remnants? All that good stuff. I mean, it's just, it just panned out so beautifully. And this is just something that we learned through trial and error, right? So, it's a beautiful thing. I love to see it. It's so much fun too. All I could think about, you know what? I told myself I was going to keep him in there 24 hours. I really want to kill Gary. I want to kill Gary. I want to kill Gary.
Yo,
kill him. He actually pulled something. Let's go.
Hey, look, Gary's like, I'm under pressure to be on stream.
You know what, B? I'm starting to question you, bro. Is Gary that bad of a guy? You know what I'm saying? You just got a vendetta against Gary here.
He still has. He's only hit expected. And he's only pulled 2 out of 8 times. Like that's all he's done. That's a 25% clip on expected.
Join me in my quest. So I was inspired by you, and I picked up this guy. I forget what I called him.
Please
so I have
this bag.
I've got this chimp who I'm going to put at Federal Reserve for the entirety of Season 1. And I don't know the exact math, but it's either going to be a 10x or he's going to die. If he dies, so be it. If he gets a 10x, I'm burning the entire.
If he dies. Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh, that's amazing,
dude. I love it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, that's just the fun of it. All right. So the other thing we got to get into that I think is so much fun right now what is going on in chat is the social side of this game, right? So the social side of this game is what I think, we were really trying to push with Heist, where we wanted it to be much more of a social experience, because when there's social value involved, it just helps with people wanting to ape in, people wanting to buy the token, people wanting to show off their cosmetics and everything like that, right? So, with this, we introduced the Heist chat in game, so you don't even have to like leave if you don't want to. If you're just trying to shit post, you can shit post in game, right? Hi, Juice. We also have a claim feed over here, so you can actually react to people's like, I reacted to Joe's wreck this morning. Like, oh man, this guy pulled a 10x right here, 4,902 Nana. Let's go. Way to go, Callum. Crazy, dog. But yeah, we got to add social profiles. So if you go to mine, I can link my Twitter, I can link my Discord, I can show off some of my NFTs I got. I can show my top rated chimps, although it's not showing my Nana earned. That's okay. You can see all the stats. You can see the time I spent in jail. I don't want to talk about it. You can talk about the Nana I earned through bribes. I mean, like, it's a much more social experience. And then, of course, we even got cosmetics in here as well. Again, if you are asking about cosmetics right now, they are coming. I promise. We just took the other ones offline, and then we're gonna push the new ones. It'll happen. Okay.
Wait, is it happening today?
Not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't caught up with the creative team yet today. I don't want to give some bad expectations, but can we talk about how crazy it was, how fast the Super Saiyan?
Yeah, I was just so about to say that, man. I was
able to grab my banners that I wanted. Yeah, but that it went so quick, man. Yep. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. I was having connectivity. Of course, we launched the Super Saiyan hair, as everybody's trying to clamor to get in, and of course we right at launch. What game doesn't have the hiccups of everybody having like network issues and all that good stuff for like the first 30 minutes to an hour? I was live on stream the last time. I was just like, please just let me in. And of course, by the time I got in there, by the time I got some Nana from the LP, it was too late, right? It was already gone. Yeah. It was sold out. There was only 15. I think that's what we also try to harp in on too, is that we want this to be a fun collectible experience too. Like when we have these cosmetics, that some of them will be in much more limited supply than the other ones. And so it's just keeping that social value up every single time, right, Juice?
Dude, I want to release some like one-of-one cosmetics too, man, for dude, wrap that Nana up, burn it. Because cosmetics is what's burning Nana too, right? Anything that's spent in games, what we're burning. So,
yo, talk to me really dirty, Juice.
Yo, Juice, I know, right? Come on, get a John Lay one-of-one trait? Like, what? Like, come
I would
on,
pay
dog.
Crazy Nana. Yeah, bro, I'm stacking. Dude, my initial goal was 500K, but now I'm like, that's not even enough at this point. So, yeah, man. Damn.
The other thing that goes with it too, though, and Juice, before we'll never have enough Nana. There will never be enough Nana in supply for all the syncs and stuff that we have planned for this game. So that's why, right now, again, if you want the alpha, because we always come with alpha on RareFUD Radio, the alpha is invest in your chimps now, because the longer you're in the market, the longer you're doing these heists and everything, the more of a return you're going to get in comparison to your competition, because, you have competition in the game. And then you get to do more cool things. You get to buy cosmetics. You get to do redacted. You can do recruitment whenever we decide to launch it. But
that's
right
my
now,
question be about longevity here, season wise, or what are we talking here? Do we know? Because I know it says season one. Like, can we touch on any of that? Because I think people there's only a set amount of Nana, right? There's no, regardless of longevity, there's only so much, right? And then that's going to be used for whatever you guys bring in. I don't know how much we can talk about it, because I've been theorizing, obviously as an investor myself. So that's my question. It's okay if we can't.
We can. I mean, we can a little bit at a high level. The math says that season one will run about 3, maybe 4 months. I don't want to get into the season 2 too much, just because, as you guys well know, like the weaponized anticipation and speculation is really what drives our community. So as we get closer, we'll start teasing more and more through our marketing. But yeah, season 1 will probably run through about, I want to say July-ish.
That's amazing.
And then we pivot.
Yeah. So, I mean,
amazing.
It also
early.
depends.
We're early. That's what I was getting at. We're early.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are early. And the nice thing with seasons, and it's the one thing we always talk about too, from our observations when we were being, putting on our analyst cap and everything, like you said, We looked at everything and we said, why isn't there longevity in this market? And it's because people don't really have, like, these games don't have an option to kind of reset the focus and drive player behavior how we want to, and possibly introduce maybe another token or something like that that's separate from Nana in season 2. And then, oh, by the way, if you held on to your Nana, or you had to buy Nana for some features in season 2 because it's not being emitted anymore, well, then we get to drive up that too. So it's going to be ebbs and flows, just like every other game is. But
Jesus, I swear you guys know what you're doing.
But,
it's so great to
that's
see.
Next level. That's alpha, bro.
It's just like a real life central bank, man. Like when you have something that has some sort of like denominated dollar value in it, you either are easing or you're tightening. Right now, we're Nana tightening through this entire game. So once we get to the end of season 1, I don't know. I'm really, really curious of what the Nana distribution is going to look like. I think it's really where game theory starts to come in of who's going to, collect and spend and increase their characters' levels, and who's going to flip and take the money when it's in front of them and the mousetrap. So we'll see, man. We'll see. There's so much game theory. Our guys knocked it out of the park. Look at the game design, man. It's so friggin' sick. Everyone all around friggin' just nailed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of emotions, a lot of what should we do here? A lot of headaches, a lot of upset stomachs and not eating and everything like that. But it's here, dude. It's here, and it's just been so fun. It's been fun to see the timeline too, because I forgot on my desktop. It's just like I have it set for the people I'm following, but on my phone I have it for like the For You section, and all I could see on my timeline was just heist. Oh, this is what I pulled. Oh, this is a sick cosmetic I got. Oh, this is like, oh man, Joe just got wrecked. And like, it's just fun to see, And,
it's fun.
It is. So I'm just glad we were able to provide something to the market. And again, like Juice said, shout out to the dev team, shout out to our core team, shout out everybody who just like delivered on all fronts, because we got into the market. Now we get to do the fun stuff of just picking the content we want to roll out, when we want to roll it out, how we design some stuff, and just continuing to make this a fun experience that people want to visit day in and day out, right? So now look, it's fun, dude. Nana, let's talk about Nana for a second too, Juice, because if you guys don't know, you can actually see the chart on Nana. It is birdeye.so. Shout out Birdeye. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick, because we've actually had some fun action on it.
Can you get Joe to do some live charting? Because whenever Joe puts lines on a chart, it happens, man.
Actually, 1 minute. Joe, I'm not saying I'll pay you, but please tell me this is going up, right? Just tell the world this is going up.
Yo, Bison, if you want to, let's do Joe TA through Bison's hand. Grab a fib retracement for me. Throw on the magnet. Grab that bad boy. You know it, baby. You're no dummy. My boy fucking out here trading. Excuse my French. Boom. And as you see, that golden pocket is inevitable, right? So once we get into that golden pocket, that's when we start to see like a fair value like new fair value start to come in, because you just see higher low accumulation, double point pivots. This is like impulse wave shit that like just upward momentum. And it's crazy to see that too. It's like even a 2-touch trend line building like broken quickly. So strong.
Yeah.
If you actually look, what I bird eye the most is watching wallets, and you can actually go down there and hit, whale, mini whale, and see who's buying and how much of it. And this is obviously spot. This isn't showing like everything. So, but you can see like boom right there. An hour ago, 11K came in, right? So you can kind of see who's buying, what's buying, and then those wallets, if you want to go deep, you can see how profitable they are. And if you check, a lot of these wallets coming in right now are very profitable wallets. So there's all these little nuances to trading that you can look at, especially for low market cap coins, right? Because you need as many nuances and confluence factors to buy, because you don't have much from the market structure, right? But as you can see here, this is just lower high accumulation, and as like Drew said, great metaphor with easing, right? Like or in tightening, you're tightening Nana right now, and it's going to be it's going to be something special. So this is just a whole nother factor to the game, which is so cool, right? Because like you're earning an actual token that you can go and then degen and trade and look at it on different time frames and like really say, oh, do I sell off here, buy more chimps, and then get more Nana before the season? There's so many game theories to be played with it. So yeah, I mean, it just gets cooler and cooler as you dive deep into this stuff.
Yep. 100%.
Outstanding, Joe.
Yes,
You
sir.
are a master in your craft, man. I love like Joe talking about charts, dude. He's just in the zone, man. It's great to see.
The first time I saw Joe charting Nana, it was like watching Michael Jordan your whole life, and then like playing against him. You're like, oh shit.
That's hilarious.
It was cool. Yo, Bison, bring up the we just got back. I just got over some sketches from our creative team. If you want to pop those up real quick. I don't know if you're able to share.
Hey, Alpha, live on stream.
Where's did you send it over to me in Discord?
I did. Is there a better way to send it?
No, you're good. You're good. This is fine.
This is RareFUD first.
Yep. 1 minute. I'm gonna open them up.
Exclusive drops.
Exclusive.
Let me go ahead and open these up in browser first, just so I can. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
So my new thing, guys, live while Bison's doing this is since you can't see my face, I just sit back here now and tweet some cool stuff that's coming. So if you guys aren't watching live, or hopefully some people that aren't watching at all, I'm just gonna start pumping out some cool stuff that's happening during the show. Just so you can get more of like a bit going.
Let me go ahead and pump this up and let's let it rip. Okay. New cosmetic.
Oh my god.
Boom. Sketch. Let's go. That's sick, dude. That's so sick. Oh my
It's pretty
gosh.
nuts, man.
Pretty wild, right?
Oh man, that's like a I'm trying to think of
Cow.
bro, that's
dude, can we talk about this? The art itself is some of the best art on Solana, and people, it doesn't matter for the staking game. It's just like, but why?
Yeah.
It's better than OKB in my opinion. I love it, dude. It grows on me. And to be able to start having cosmetics like this, and like you guys get that, Juice, from what I can hear is like you understand that side of it. And I think we talked a lot about the infrastructure and the cool passive abilities with this game that's coming up, and the faucets and sinks and all this cool stuff. But we're forgetting about the art in general. Like this art's sick. I mean, I PFP'd it. I PFP'd Arilla, man, over my D God. I really do love this stuff, man. So like, think a lot of people are like, oh, this is just people that take 60,000 soul out of them can't get art right. And you just like, oh, here's our art, by the way. It's great. But, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah. It was, I think that's what, like the whole team, we all said, like, we need to get the art to where, like, how do we get this PFPable? How do we get this to where it's like viral and people are sharing it because they just love the art in general. And, we saw plenty of tweets that was like, look, this could have been just like a nice little brand play or something, and this art would have been, I would have minted it. But the fact that it's in the game, and it kind of goes back to our philosophy of trait swapping with purpose is a really powerful tool, right? And it's like when it's related to how much Nana you accumulated, or if we introduce some achievement based traits or something you could possibly get down the road with some things and mechanics, then it becomes like, okay, this is like a lot more fun. It's not just trait swapping for the sake of trait swapping. It has a purpose to it. So, dude, let's see the other trait. This one's sick. Those are like steampunk glasses or something like that, right? That's sick, dude.
Yeah, that's sick, man. I can't wait for more gorilla traits to come out, dude. I know we had a huge focus on the chimps, but I really want to start customizing my gorillas.
Bro,
yeah.
I just got another one sent to me too for the gorillas. It's really fucking sick. I'm not going to show it.
Oh, he's teasing now. Oh, he dropped out.
He's
teasing. Oh man.
Dude,
Lord, why you gotta do that to us, Juice? But that's fine. Well, I do 2 teasers, plenty enough for RareFUD. You heard it here first. We're just gonna keep making slapping traits. That's all we're gonna do.
It's a fur. I'll tell you that. It's a fur for the gorilla.
Oh, a fur, huh? A fur. Let's go. Okay.
I need to just buy some more Nana. I gotta stop buying Nana, dude. I'm with Joe. I think I put like 350 soul in this thing already between like chimps and gorillas and buying. Dude, I just need to stop.
I mean, that's cool, man.
The thing is too. Yeah, well, go ahead, Juice. I'll let you talk. I was
gonna talk about cosmetics first. Like cosmetics are so weird. Like, with NFTs specifically, like the rarity is such a big thing, right? With gaming, cosmetics are an inherent part of the fun. I remember spending hundreds of dollars when Warzone came out, and I was buying all these skins, but I didn't give a fuck. I just want to swap between them. So that's what we're going for. You buy cosmetic, you'll always have that old cosmetic that you'll be able to switch out to. and like use it as your identity. Like Joe was saying, I know he loves his DGOD, so it's freaking flattering that he chose, a gorilla to use as a PFP. But you could fuck around. You could switch out. You buy this new fur for 15,000 nana. You throw it on. You put it in your PFP for a little bit. You go back to your old one. Like, I don't know. We're just trying something new. We're getting us started our zone.
Was that Alpha Juice? The new fur is going to be 15,000 nana?
I don't know. I have no idea how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, we set the price. We control the floor, Juice. That's the thing. Kind of going back to that whole talk too, with Nana. It just so happened that Nana just played out perfectly. That it's not just a utility coin, but it's a meme coin too. Like if we get this into the hands of the masses, like it doesn't matter if Heist goes up to like 100 SOL floor price, you can always still access Nana and still have a part of the ecosystem. I think that's one of the powerful things about a coin is that not only can it have utility in our game, but it can also just be a meme and people can trade it like any other token, and it's the more we get the data out there, the more hands we put this token into, I think the more fun this becomes, right? Like you can just be a holder of 1,000 nana and you can be cheering from the sidelines whether you want to play the game or not because people are just having fun, right? And it's the perfect simpatico of utility and meme.
Once again, you guys just thought out everything so well. It's great how we saw the initial cycle of the mint play out, where we saw this pump and we saw a pullback. We saw a pullback where gorillas got as low as 25 from 40, and then we saw chimps hit as low, I think, as like 7 point something, like low sevens.
Like 7.
But but that allowed people who really wanted to play the game to get in. And the thing is, Nana will succeed by people who want to play the game, because instead of just farming to dump, they're farming Nana to use for items. They're farming Nana to use to level up their stats. And that's only going to burn Nana, which makes the price go higher. So everybody who's buying now are in prime position to be successful with this game in the future, in the sense of the genuine care of having fun and want to playing is going to be rewarding in itself. Not only, hey, I have something cool to do, but also I think Nana's going to pump, man. And it's kind of this circular effect. The higher Nana goes, the higher the floor price of chimps and apes or gorillas go.
Yep. Exactly. Well said.
I love it. It's just that this is the ecosystem that, it should balance out, right? It should always balance out. This is like people always find like we said, we just want to tackle a bunch of different audiences across the ecosystem because right now, we're all hurting and there's only a handful of us left compared to when it was the bull run. And we think this game is fun for everybody, right? Like no matter if you're a spreadsheeter, an enjoyer, somebody who loves the cosmetics and the art side, you can do whatever you want to with this game. It is how you want to play it and when you want to play it. So, Juice, I'm trying to think, is there anything else we haven't really covered too much on the show that we should?
Listen, I'm excited for the team over at Mad Lads. I know their public mint's coming up in a few hours, right? Quick little shill here. It's going to be highly competitive. I know a bunch of you have that 6.9 stashed aside for that mint later. If you don't get a chance to participate and get priced out, for just 2.5 SOL more, you can come join us over at the Heist. All right. So just keep that in mind, post mint if you don't get to participate in there.
Exactly.
Hey,
well put.
Perfect shield. Yeah,
I
come
love
join
that.
us.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You'll see me in there getting wrecked out there, stealing more Nana than everybody, though, bro. My bribe level is on a different level. I'm just gonna let you know that my bribing skills are, just heads and shoulders.
Clearly.
Yeah, no, I think it's just I'm just glad. Like I said, I've said it for a while. I'm happy to be building alongside a lot of these other projects that are actually doing something in the market. Where you do have the backpacks and Mad Lads of the world. You do have the Wolf Capital. Shout out J Shep. Shout out
Sandbar.
As many hiccups as Oogie's had. I met Justin in NFT NYC and Mike, just an outstanding dude. Honestly, means well for his community. Bastards. we got old Dan and Jesse and everybody over at Bastards too. We love them. It's fun,
Yo, so me and Bison woke up this morning, probably 6 hours ago. We collaborated real quick on a cosmetic, sent it over to the artists. Bison, look at your Discord. Joe, I think we've got one for you.
Oh, let's go.
What?
Can I open this? Do you want me to open this for him?
Show it. Because it's a holiday.
Yep.
A holiday cosmetic trait.
A 420 drop?
420 drop.
No,
seen
stop
here
it.
on RareFUD
Stop
first.
Stop it.
Yeah, we just got a nice little joint for old
Oh
Joe.
my God! Stop it, bro.
Nice little joint for old
for
Joe.
real.
Man,
Bro, can you buy items because I need it on 15 chips? Dude, this is so good. Like, it's not overdone. It is exactly how a spliff should be at the end of its journey, at its beautiful culmination of its energy released, and you're seeing it right there in its all its glory. And bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, you see that move
your
real
whole
quick?
crew would have that trick.
Yo, let me tell you something, Dory. How he has that right there in his mouth. He can bench press, squat, water his plants, pick his girlfriend, and that's not gonna move. I'm telling you that right now. That's not gonna move.
Yeah, he's gonna.
So what you're saying is this image was created by a connoisseur. This person
connoisseur,
knows
they know,
the
bro.
position.
Look at that. That position is strength. That's a position of strength.
I actually just sent over like a screenshot of Joe and I on FaceTime to the artist, and I was like, "Yeah, this is how it should look." And look, they captured it beautifully. Look at that. I was like, "Yeah."
Legend,
That's a roach, and I'm all about it. TJ says.
TJ, yes, sir.
Yeah, what we need the little pennies, to grasp the end of the rope. You know what I mean? Just like pinch it a little bit. Some tweezers in hand. I mean, whatever you got on hand, just to pinch the end of the rope.
Bobby pin always works.
Yeah. Bobby pins for sure. Yep.
I gotta give sorry, Bison. I gotta give out a very, very necessary shout out. So our boy, one of the co-founders of Longwood Labs, Heist Remnants, Tom Oo's in the crowd. He said the joint's also coming for the gorillas, but flowers where flowers are due, man. The collection that you see, the artists were incredible, but our guy Tom was the creative director behind it. Absolutely fucking crushed it, man. The number of iterations that we went through to get to the PFPs you guys see today, it's crazy, man. But he fucking killed it. Kid killed it. I don't give him many compliments, but
the art's sick, man. You guys did an amazing job.
The studs of the crowd too. He just said "fuck Tom Oo's." Classic.
Juice tries to be nice for one. No wonder, Juice. I get it.
Yeah.
Why even try?
Well, I try, man.
Am I rugging? I can see it on Bison's face.
No, you're good.
No, you're good, man.
Okay.
We can hear you.
All right, good.
I think Bison's just reading the chat.
Yeah, I am. I was just laughing because Stud's our unhinged UK guy. Like he never know what's gonna come from Stud. He's literally he's a wild card, and I love it. Anyways, yeah. I shout out. Like I said, like Juice said, flowers are where flowers are due, and just the team has been nose to the grindstone for so long, and it's just so nice to see everybody actually just enjoying a product for once and not just like full speculation or anything. Like we have the speculators. We want you to speculate, do your speculation, but we have enjoyers too. For like the first time in a while, we have enjoyers in an NFT project,
Yep.
So
yeah, man, it's few and far between where people actually take time to appreciate, the actual utility behind the project and not just worried about when floor price goes up. I could have swore once again, Boogles were going to dump on everybody, but it seems like the only thing Boogles are doing is accumulate Nana.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, and shout out Doctor, shout out Burke, two of our biggest hold, and of course Later Nerd's been like our OG whale, A1 since day one, him Man Against, and a few other guys that I just have been with us through thick and thin, and we're happy that they can have another fun experience and they can partake in it, and we appreciate their support thick and thin, and it's just been fun, man. It's just been a fun journey, and I'm glad it's finally peeked its head out, and now we can just build on top of it. So Juice, I'm trying to think anything else. Is there anything else in the world that we need to talk about that we haven't talked about?
No.
Good.
No.
Okay, my last question. I got one question. When Rilla stats, dog?
One Rilla stats?
Yeah, man.
What do you mean?
Like gorilla stat. He's talking about
when do gorillas get stats?
Yeah.
We'll have to check. I know it's on the list. It's on the list of things to implement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No
so
timeline.
I'll just stack Nana up to the side.
It's been one of the most requested things, right? Is stats for gorillas. So appreciate that. It's been the best or most often feedback. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everybody. Okay. Let me answer some questions real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Can you guys comment on rarity? Any future benefit? No, it's just fun. It's just cosmetic stuff. If we do rarity, then it's pay to win, and like we don't want you to necessarily. We want to keep this as minimally pay to win as possible. Like where it still feels like a sustainable ecosystem, and rarity is just something that you incur. It's a fun thing to boast and brag about and have social value with. I don't think we have anything planned for rarity, but obviously we are a game. We can always pivot that. If we see just like a massive amount of demand for it. So any plans for season 2+ plans? Yeah, we got plenty of plans. We're not divulging them right now. This is NFTs. We got to speculate, right? We just launched the game 48 hours ago. I ain't going to tell you season 2 plans already.
Look, people want all the roadmap so they can bake that into the cake and then move on. They'll be like, oh, this is exactly what the team's doing. Time to move on to the next thing until this comes around.
Yeah. And finally, we got Jules saying Juice looks like Ben Affleck, the young version. Absolutely. Stunning guy.
A third to that. Just a handsome man.
Agreed, dog.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you said the young version and not that version where he was in that basketball movie where he's drinking like 30 beers a day.
Yeah.
That's really cool, Juice.
We can get there quick.
I can get there.
Juice, I'm glad our audience is so nice to you, dog. One of the earlier streams we had is when I still had my fro. Somebody's like, who invited the weekend's brother? He looks like the weekday.
That was fun. I forgot about that.
I was like, get him.
No way, dude.
Yeah. Oh, he got right.
I was dying. That was good. I was like, yeah.
That's really funny. Bison, one more time for my man Joe. He's got to spend more Nana now. Show him that the last cosmetic I sent you.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's hide that. 1 minute.
The weekday, dude. So good.
Yeah, so we got a little Rilla joint for you too, bro.
Yo, the real. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, for my PFP.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Bro, I'm ready. I got so much Nana now. It's not even funny, bro. I'm honestly probably gonna split it from wallets because I don't like people keep DMing me for Nana. I'm like, it ain't working like that, bro. That's mine. Hard work for it. You understand me?
The goggles with the joint is going to be a good look for you.
Yeah.
You got the cigar now.
Yeah,
that sounds. Yep. That's everybody's. Oh, well, at least everybody's sympathizing with you now, Dor, in the comments.
I appreciate that.
No, that's a violation, Dor. That's Silas. Silas, it was a pleasure meeting you at NFT NYC.
Agreed.
I think we about covered it, guys. This was an excellent episode. I appreciate you as always, Juice. Appreciate my co-host. Appreciate you guys supporting us over on RareFUD Radio. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and head to YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed to us. Turn on that bell notification to know whenever we do go live. It's every Tuesday, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episodes are uploaded to podcasts. I have not uploaded the last 2 episodes, and I'm so sorry. I am going to do that today. I promise. I've just been absolutely slammed between NFT NYC and getting the game out, and we're going to get caught up. Dor and JS actually held it down while we were in NFT NYC.
Try to, dog.
Yeah. And it was good. So we'll get all those episodes uploaded, but they are uploaded regularly after the episode, usually within the hour. And we just appreciate you guys. Constant support. Go play the heist if you haven't already. Shout out Mad Lads minting today. I wish you nothing but the best. It's very cool to have a minting experience within the wallet too. And I really want to see other builders in this ecosystem just succeed and push the envelope further of NFTs. So wish them nothing but the best on this fine day. Have a happy 420. Episode 69. We did it, guys.
Yeah, sorry, B, to interrupt your wrap up. I do have a giveaway to celebrate my 2K celebration going on for my followers on Twitter, man. I'm like, It's probably the smallest one in this group, giving away a chimp. So go ahead and all you have to do is just follow your boy and retweet,
huge.
man.
Yep. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm retweeting right now.
Look.
Well, man, if one of us wins, that's just funny. That's just funny.
Dude,
tell you what,
I would give away your giveaway.
I'm gonna laugh at everybody and put it right into my chimp army. I'm not giving it back away. Don't even ask me.
All right. That about does it for us on this episode of episode 69 on 420. Can't make this up of RareFUD Radio. We will see you next week, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.